We see the sky, we see the land, we see the water, and we wonder, are we the only ones? Long before we came to exist, the humans ruled the earth. They made marvelous things and moved whole mountains. They knew the secret of flight, the secret of happiness, and other secrets beyond our imagining. The humans also knew the secret of life, and they used it to give us the four great gifts: thinking minds, feeling hearts, speaking mouths, and reaching hands. We are their children. They taught us how to use our hands and how to speak. They showed us the joy of using our minds. They loved us. And when we were ready, they surely would have given us the secret of happiness. And now we see the sky, the land, and the water that we are heirs to, and we wonder, why did they leave? Do they live still in the stars, in the ocean depths, in the wind? We wonder, was their fate good or evil? And will we also share the same fate one day?
I won! I knew I could defeat you!
What? Why, how did you...
While your pawn was still searching in the Cave of Tears, my paladin made it through the forest to home base! You were taken totally by surprise!
How could I have allowed myself to be defeated by such a simple trick?
You weren't defeated by a trick! You were defeated by your own cockiness! You were already polishing the victory medallion instead of concentrating on the puzzle!
That's not true! I was...
Hear ye! Hear ye! It is time for the awarding of the prizes! The silver medallion for second place is awarded to Riff of the Fox Tribe. And the first prize of the gold medallion goes to Scory of the Rat Tribe. Congratulations to both of our winners. Now, everyone, enjoy the fair!
Oh, Riff! You won! You got the silver medallion for second place.
It's not first place. I should have won first place. I was too busy thinking about the prize instead of the puzzle. I should have...
Attention, everyone. By authority of the Forest King, I hereby declare this fair officially closed.
What is the meaning of this?
The Orb of Storms has been stolen from its resting place.
The Orb of Storms. This is most distressing.
Until the orb has been returned, everyone is confined to their homes while a full investigation is conducted.
Confined? Boars cannot be confined. We go where we want. We do what we want.
Including perhaps stealing the Orb of Storms?
Boars do not steal! Why would we steal it?
The orb predicts storms. Storms bring rain. Rain brings mud. And who likes mud better than anything? Boars.
Bah! If we had wanted the orb, we would have just walked in boldly and taken it. No, Elk, we are not thieves. We do not sneak around and steal like the fox.
Hey!
Quiet! Or is there something you'd like to tell us?
Just that foxes don't always steal. Some of us have never stolen anything.
Confess, Fox. Tell us where you were last evening just before sundown.
I camped in the woods overnight on my way here.
And I suppose someone saw you and can confirm this?
I can. I was with him the whole time.
Ha! First one fox lies, then the other fox does, by saying the first one was telling the truth. We boars want the orb returned. As much as I hate to admit, there is truth in what the elk captain has said. Without the orb, we will not know when the rains will come. We will not know when to prepare the mud baths. All this makes the boars very mad. We want answers now. And morphs without answers will get hurt.
Are you threatening us?
Boars will hurt. Boars will hurt all. Boars want the orb back now!
Very well, Captain. I'll deal with this. Under the authority granted me by the Forest King, I arrest you both for the theft of...
But you can't do that. We haven't stolen anything.
I'm afraid I'll have to hold the two of you in custody until this puzzle is solved.
Puzzle? You say this is a puzzle? Then I'm the last person you want to arrest.
What do you mean?
See this medallion? This is for second place in the puzzle-solving contest. If anyone can find the Orb of Storms and bring it back to you, it's me.
Well then, Fox, I suppose it is up to you after all.
Very well. You have until the next new moon to find the orb.
Okay, see you then. Come on, Reen.
However, just to make sure that you return, I will send one of my warriors along with you. Lieutenant Iya, please step forward. Lieutenant Iya, you will accompany them on their quest. Aid them wherever and whenever you can. But if they try to escape or refuse to return, your orders are to use whatever force is necessary to return them to us to stand trial. Is that perfectly clear, Lieutenant?
Yes, my captain.
Wait! Boars do not trust foxes. Boars do not trust elk. Both are weak fools. I will send along a true warrior, one who will get the job done. Orc! Orc, go with them. Find this orb. If they are lying, kill them. If they try to escape, kill them. If you suspect treachery, kill them. If they do not find the orb, kill them.
What about if we snore too loudly?
Riff!
Maybe I won't wait. Maybe I'll kill them now.
Enough! Now go. Remember, you have only until the next new moon to complete your quest.
Wait! I do not trust you most of all, young fox. So, to make sure you come back, we will keep your little friend.
Ow! Riff!
Reen!
Remember, if you return by the next new moon, your friend will be released unharmed. If you don't return by then, why, I'll just have me a new pelt for my wall. Now go!
Reen! Reen!
I suggest you concentrate on completing your task. Remember, you have only until...
The next new moon. You don't have to remind me. I'll be here, and I'll have the orb with me.
I hope that you do. Lieutenant Iya, you're in charge. Carry on, and Godspeed.
Yes, sir.
Well, my new friends, our quest lies ahead. Let us not keep it waiting.
I have my orders to help you. Lead on as you...
I'm here to assist you, not intimidate you. I'll do as you...
Good day to you, sir. Would you mind if I asked you a...
If it isn't the fox, would I mind if you asked me? You might waste all of my time.
Who do you think might have stolen the orb?
I think it was the rats. No, on second thought, I think it was the bears. However, it could have been the dogs. My vote, however, is with one of those crafty foxes. All the fingers seem to be pointing to them, and to one in particular. And I have seen no evidence to the contrary. Have you?
Thank you for...
Farewell, young fox. If we never meet again, it will be too soon.
Wow. Hey, a ram. Butting heads? Sore head? That's pretty good. Excuse me, my good lady, but my companions and I are in search of the Orb of Storms.
The orb? Go on.
What would you do with such an orb if you had it in your possession?
I'd try to take it apart. Find out how it worked. What a feat of engineering. What skill that would take.
Do you have any advice to help us on our quest?
I cannot help you find the orb, but once you do, I suggest you learn all you can about it. Then bring your knowledge to me, and I'll see if I can make another. Together, we could become very rich.
Thank you for your time, friend Parrot. I must...
Don't forget what I said. I will anxiously await your return.
Excuse me, my good woman, but could I trouble you long enough to ask you a few questions?
Oh, very well. Ask your questions, but make them brief.
Can you suggest why someone might have stolen the orb?
Because people are mean. They're just plain mean. The minute you get anything nice, someone is going to come along and steal it from you. It's always been that way, and that's the way it'll...
Could you offer me any advice on my search?
The only advice I have is not to take any advice from... They don't know what they're talking about. They'll just try to steal from you, or cheat you, or get whatever you've got. People are like that.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I must be off. Thank you so much for your time and wisdom, my good woman. It has truly been a pleasure talking to you.
Well, thank you, young man. It was nice to talk to you, too. Such a polite young man. Good luck to you and your companions. Just you be careful. There's so much meanness out there, you know.
Yes, ma'am. Fare you well. Good day to you. Friend Mole, I was wondering.
If I can exchange your currency, what would be your pleasure?
We are seeking information. We are investigating the disappearance of the Orb of Storms.
So, you are the ones who have ruined the fair. Be gone. I have nothing to say to you.
Then you have no knowledge of the orb's disappearance?
I have no knowledge of anything. Now leave me alone.
Have you noticed any large amounts of money changing hands of late?
No, and if I had, I wouldn't tell you. The only hands I care about are mine. And since there is no money to be changed here, I'll bid you adieu. Adieu!
We have very little money. Can you help us?
That depends on what you have of value. Nothing.
Accept my silver medallion.
Ah, silver. I'll give you 20 credits for it.
My medallion is not for sale.
20 credits is the best I can do. Take it or leave it.
You don't understand. A friend once told me that I should be proud of this medallion. It is for her that I wear it.
Very well, my sentimental young friend.
I have decided to take you up on your offer.
And what offer is that?
You offered to buy my medallion.
But you said you weren't going to sell it for the sake of your girlfriend.
It is for her sake that I now sell it.
May I see the medallion?
Indeed you may. It is pure silver.
So I see. Very nice, indeed. I will give you 15 credits for it.
15 credits? You said you would give me 20 when I asked before.
That was before. It has gone from a seller's market to a buyer's market. 15 is my final offer. Take it or leave it.
Why, you...
Keep him away from me, or you shall get nothing.
Patience, friend Doc. We cannot harm him.
This is no more than highway robbery.
It is only the law of supply and demand, and in this case, I have the supply and you have the demand. Now come, let us either strike a bargain or be on your way.
It is a poor bargain at best, but one I am forced to accept. Very well, I accept your terms.
But Riff!
We have no more time for arguments, friend Doc. We must do what we must do.
There you are, young fox. Count it if you wish. Do come again, won't you? I look forward to our next transaction.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, have a good day.
They don't belong to me. Now that's a ferret face if I've ever seen one. That's a comfy-looking sofa. They look comfortable. Just an ordinary chair. Nope, it's got some wet paint on the handle. I'd have a hard time using this where I'm going. I've got too much weight on my shoulders already. I can't pick it up. Nothing special about it.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you. Your glasswares are pretty indeed, but it is information I seek.
Information? This is not an information booth. If you are not going to purchase anything, I suggest you move on.
He's so intense. I'm afraid all he'd talk about is coal. Then everything will come off of the table.
What are you looking?
It's locked and can't be opened. It's locked and can't be opened. Wow! Look at the size of those knockers.
Indeed. Let us hope those inside are responsive to our inquiries.
I don't care as long as they answer our questions.
It's locked. I guess there's nobody home. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked. It's locked.
What do you want?
We seek Elara, matron of the orb.
You have found her. Identify yourselves.
My name is Riff. These are my companions. Ia, lieutenant of the Forest King, and Sergeant Ak of the Boar Guard. We have come to find the Orb of Storms.
For what purpose?
To return it here.
How do I know you're not planning to keep it for yourself?
I have no personal interest in the orb.
Then why do you search for the orb?
I have been falsely accused of the theft, and my friend is being held hostage until the orb is returned.
I see.
So my only motives in locating the orb are to obtain my friend's release and prove my innocence.
I sympathize with your situation. However, you and your friends are outsiders, and as such cannot be allowed to stay.
Wait! I represent your great friend, the Forest King. Does that mean nothing to you?
Our friendship means a great deal. But how do I know you represent him?
Do I not wear the uniform of the Elk Guard?
Anyone can wear a uniform. Bring me a token of authority from the king himself, and you shall have my cooperation in conducting your investigation.
What shall the token be?
The king will know.
But our time is short. We have only until the next new moon to return the orb.
Then I suggest you make haste. Now go. Go! Return when you have the token.
We're on the right track. I can feel it.
It's locked.
Ah, home at last. Every time I stand at this hallowed gate, I am in awe of what lies within. Trees, flowers, streams, fish, an abundance of food. What more could anyone ask?
Mud! Of course!
The writ of authority will suffice for me. These flowers deserve a better fate than to be plucked from their home by me.
Your Majesty, we are most grateful for this audience.
How may I be of service to you?
In our investigation, we sought to explore the sanctuary of the orb. We were, however, stopped by Alara, matron of the sanctuary.
Yeah! She won't let us in unless you say so!
What the Boar Guard means is that she requires a token of authority before she will grant us admittance.
Isn't that what I said?
Alara is wise. There is no one more qualified to guard the orb than she. And of all of us who feel its loss, it is she who feels it most deeply. Here, take this to her. This will convince her of your authority.
A golden apple? That's it?
This apple will speak volumes realms. Now go, your quest will be an arduous one, and time is of the essence if war with the boar is to be avoided.
We are in your debt, Your Majesty.
What? Is there something more to be said?
Our search has come to a standstill, Your Majesty. I have come to ask your advice.
Very well. I shall give it to you. Get back out there and keep looking. And don't come back until you have news of the orb.
But Your Majesty...
Say no more, Fox. You try my patience. Now be gone. I have no more to say to you.
Do you have the token of which I spoke?
I believe we do. The Forest King sends his respects and bids us give you this golden apple as a token of authority. He said that it would have meaning for you.
Indeed it does. This apple is a souvenir of a quest he went on for his king when he was but a young soldier. He was as noble a warrior as he is a king.
Then you will permit us access to the sanctuary so that we may investigate the stolen orb?
You may search to your heart's content. I shall open the gates. Good fortune be with you.
Thank you, Mistress. It appears to be a bird bath. It's an irrigation trench of some sort. These might be a valuable clue. Wait!
What?
It's a footprint. Do you recognize it, Ia?
It doesn't look familiar, but tracking was never my strong point. Perhaps we can find someone who can identify it.
We'll have to bring him here. We certainly cannot move the mud.
What should we do?
I don't think I want to carry this around. It appears to be a water fountain. It looks like an ordinary cup. Good day to you, sir.
Day it is, good it is not.
We are in need of information.
What sort of information?
I am curious about the history of the rat tribe. What can you tell me?
I have no time for a history lesson. You should schedule an appointment with one of our historians.
Your historians?
That's right. We rats are one of the few tribes that can tell you about our history, for we've kept records since time immemorial.
Then you are one of the older races?
That's right. According to legend, we were the first race to be morphed. This may account for our copious record keeping.
Do you have actual records of contact with the humans?
Ah, records of the humans. Those records are quite vague. They suggest that the humans kept our ancestors in cages while they bestowed the gift.
The gift?
That is what our people call the giving of self-awareness to morphs.
And what happened after you were given this gift?
Details are sketchy. Apparently, our ancestors worked with humans on a regular basis. In fact, they taught us their language and script.
Your ancestors served the humans?
Serve them? Of course not. We are not servants. We help them in their scientific experiments, on some level.
Then the rats and the humans must have been great allies.
Not so. Even though some humans worked with us, most of their race had great prejudice and fear toward us. They would drive us away or kill us if they could. Morphed and unmorphed alike, some had such hatred for us that they would hunt us down and set traps to catch us.
What did your people do?
What we had to do to survive. We segregated ourselves from man and built dwellings under the ground where we would be safe from those that would harm us. We continued that lifestyle even after the humans vanished.
And you believe these legends?
I believe all legends are part fact and part fiction. Which is which, only our ancestors knew for sure.
And your job is to watch this door?
It is not. I am no mere watchman. There are several of us who take turns watching the door. My main duty, however, is keeping track of our trade balance with other tribes.
You've been doing this a long time, then?
As long as I can remember. My father would bring me to this very room, even when I was very young.
and teach me about this trade.
Tell us more about your society. It's late. I think we'd better go. It's been a pleasure to meet you.
Whatever.
I haven't seen this many rules since I was in school. Just your basic cheese.
Stop! Don't touch that!
Nothing special about.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you. Nothing special about. Is that plaster you carry?
No, sir. Too heavy. Wouldn't want to hurt my back. Get it? You asked if I carry bags of plaster. I said they were too heavy. It's a joke.
Yes, quite humorous indeed. Let me rephrase my question. Can we get plaster here?
Try the pub. You can always get plaster there. Get it? It's a joke. You said you were looking to get...
I know what I said.
Okay. I just love a good joke, you know. Can't pass up an opportunity to make a funny. Sure, I've got plaster. Got some great plaster. Fast drying, super hard, best on the market. Only cost you 15 credits a bag. $15 credits, eh? Just enough for the bag of plaster. How does that sound? One bag of plaster coming right up.
Not very entertaining. Nice, clear water. Looks good. Now to use it before it dries. Perfect. This plaster is heavy. I hope we find the foot that matches this.
This strikes me as being most unwise. Walking into the enemy camp and risking capture ourselves is the last thing we need.
But information is the first thing we need, and this may be our only way to obtain it.
I still think this is pure folly.
Perhaps the elk is right. We should not disturb the Boar King. He will be very angry.
Really, Ak? Surely you have nothing to fear. You are an honored Boar warrior, specially chosen for this mission by the captain of the Boar Guard. I should think you'd be expecting a hero's welcome.
Bah! This assignment is not an honor. It is a punishment.
What? A punishment? What was your offense?
I was on guard duty. A great celebration was going on inside, and a fellow guard managed to slip me a tankard of ale. Then another, and another. The next thing I remember, the captain of the guard was throwing a bucket of water in my face.
You got drunk and fell asleep on guard duty?
It happened over a year ago. Since then, whenever a disagreeable task comes along, it's given to me.
Then we will see to it that the success of this quest restores your honor.
Hey!
Excuse me, we have come to see...
Well, well, what have we here? If it isn't a fox and an elk, and Uck!
So, were you able to find your way back by yourself, or did you get lost again?
Oh, please, Sergeant Ock, have mercy on me. Please don't make me go in front of the Boar King and plead my case.
But...
Please, don't make me go into his throne room. You are so strong and I am so weak. As much as I fear you, I fear the Boar King even more. Have mercy!
What are you...
Please, Sergeant Ock, do not drive us so hard. We have been walking many days to get here and are fatigued beyond words. We cannot keep up with you. Please, we must rest.
Rest? You want rest? I have no time for rest. You, Fox, get to the throne room. The king will enjoy watching you grovel. Now, you two, Open the gate! Go ahead, Riff. Elks are not welcome, so I must remain here to protect Ia.
Oh, really?
Your Majesty, presenting Riff of the Fox Tribe.
Your Majesty, I have been falsely accused of the theft of the...
I know who you are, Riff of the Fox Tribe. Please, I like to be addressed face to face.
Thank you, Your Majesty. I have come to ask your indulgence.
I said I like to be addressed face to face. You may address me here.
But, Your Majesty...
Address me here or leave! Those are your choices, Fox!
Your Majesty, I am deeply grateful for this audience. I believe you are holding my friend Reen hostage. And I have come to ask you for her release.
Hostage? We don't have any hostages here. We do, however, have a quite charming guest. Captain!
Riff!
Reen? Reen!
Be careful! Don't let them hurt you!
Don't worry. I'll be back. I'll get you out.
Reen! I'll be back. I will see that she is kept safe until either you fail or you do not return. Then, I give you my word that she will suffer mightily. Now go! You have ceased to amuse me. Leave while you still have your life.
But I will return to claim both my friend and my honor.
Well, why aren't you leaving?
Oh, I am.
Ah, the poor fox. He's doomed, and he doesn't even know it.
Well, what have you learned?
Ugh, mud! How revolting! I may never get this mud out of my fur. What's this?
What is it?
It appears to be a ring with the crest of a wolf's head upon it.
Where did you get it?
It was stuck on my toe when I came out of the mud. What an odd design. The head of a wolf. This fellow could be a problem. Good day to you, sir.
Day it is. Good it is not.
We are in need of information.
What sort of information?
You are indeed a most interesting race. We would like an audience with your leader.
An audience with our leader? An audience with our leader? Do you have an appointment?
We do not.
Then an audience is impossible.
Why?
Why? Because he only receives visitors from mid-morning until mid-afternoon every other day during the week, and from noon until dusk on the other two. On the Day of Throne, he receives only invited guests from dusk until midnight, and on the Day of Death, he receives no visitors whatsoever. Therefore, you will have to wait for your audience.
But, good sir, you do not understand. I have an idea to distract him. Play along. We'd like to make an appointment.
Very well, then. What is your name again?
My name is Riff of the Fox Tribe.
Riff of the Fox Tribe. And you are...
This is Who Are You of the Boar Tribe. And Yasser I Am of the Elk Tribe.
You are who?
No, Yasser I am.
No, who are you?
That's me.
You? Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
Who are you?
I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm the door. Who is he?
That's right.
I may need a disguise.
You can take off that cloak now, young fox. You must have had a long journey. So tell me, how did you manage to get past the doorkeeper?
My friends and I provided him with a diversion.
Quite clever. But then I could tell you were clever at the puzzle tournament.
Aha, so that's where we have met before.
Yes. I am called Sist, and I was there to witness your defeat at the hands of Scory.
Scory was lucky.
Sometimes all that stands between a winner and a loser is a little bit of luck. Now then, why are you here?
My friends and I are investigating the disappearance. We are at a loss as to where to start, and have heard that you know many things. Can you help us?
We have knowledge, but we are not clairvoyant. We must have clues, something to go on. Have you any clues?
I found what might be a clue.
Let me see it then.
I have made a plaster cast of a footprint found at the scene of the theft. Can you identify it?
It looks familiar. I will have to consult with some of my associates. At any rate, it will not be enough for a positive identification. What other clues have you? Ah, sour berries.
What, you recognize them?
Indeed I do. These are very rare and grow only in certain places.
Where? You must tell me.
This, together with the footprint, tells me all I need to know.
Who is it? You must tell me.
Not so fast. My knowledge does not come cheap.
But I have very little money.
Who mentioned money? It is information that I desire.
What is it you wish to know?
For weeks we have heard rumors of strange goings-on at the court of the Boar King. This has caused great consternation among my people, for we do not trust the boar.
That is a sentiment shared by most races.
I want you to go to the Boar King's court and see what you can find out.
But I was just there.
I find that hard to believe. Have you any proof?
I did find this ring at the bottom of his mud bath.
What were you doing in his...
Never mind. It's a long story.
Ah, this is good. This is very good. I mean, this is bad. Do you know what this ring means?
It has the head of a wolf on it, so I assume it belongs to a member of the wolf tribe.
It is more than that. This insignia is that of a wolf captain. That means there have been military meetings between the wolf and the boar.
How do you know the ring wasn't stolen? Or maybe the wolf captain lost it?
First, the wolf captain is constantly surrounded by guards. You cannot steal from him. Secondly, the ring cannot be lost because it is never taken off, except under very special circumstances, like the pledging of a very solemn troth.
What kind of troth?
It is that which fills me with fear. Whatever unholy alliance has been formed between the wolf and the boar, it can only mean trouble for the rest of the tribes. And I believe it all revolves around the missing orb.
Then it is all the more important you tell me what I need to know. The footprint and the sour berries, to whom do they belong?
The footprint belongs to a raccoon.
A raccoon?
A rather large male in his mid-30s, I'd say.
But raccoons are pretty rare in these parts.
This raccoon isn't from these parts. The sour berries only grow at very high altitudes. Most of the raccoons have settled on an island far to the north of the known lands. Whatever raccoon made this footprint obviously brought the berries with him from the north. It is there your answers lie.
Then I had best be on my way. Time grows short. Fare you well, friend Sist. Let us both hope my mission is successful.
Wait! Take this wolf's head ring with you. It may prove valuable. If nothing else, it may provide you with some capital in an emergency.
But this was to be your payment.
The information you brought me is payment enough. Now go, and may Hrone go with you.
Thank you, friend Sist.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the door. Who are you? I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you? Who is he?
That's right.
Hello, sir. We've come to Forever Mountain in hope of peering into the wildlands, that we might have some sort of idea where we are going.
I am pleased to meet you. My name is Tycho Northpaw.
Perhaps you could tell us something about the wildlands.
I will tell you what I know of the wildlands. It is a place of great danger. It is also a place of great magnificence. There are hostile tribes, treacherous terrain, and roaming reptiles. It is also a land of great beauty and power.
It sounds like a truly wondrous place.
I could just as easily be describing the known lands.
But it sounds very different.
In some ways, the wildlands are very different from the known lands. In some ways, they are very similar.
Have you ever been to the wildlands yourself?
I have not. With my impaired sense of smell, I am at somewhat of a disadvantage in the wilds. I do, however, occasionally encounter a traveler who has been through the wildlands, and he will supply me with information.
Many fear the wildlands and say they are full of unspeakable dangers.
That is only fear of the unknown. If you make the unknown known, the fear has nowhere to take root.
Can you give us any suggestions for our journey?
Keep all of your senses on alert, especially your common sense. You will need them.
How much of the wildlands can be seen from this mountain?
That is hard to say. I cannot see as much as I used to when I had my light catcher. However, no one I have met has ever reached the other side and returned to tell their story.
Yes, the wildlands are a fascinating place, but there are some other things to discuss. You mentioned something called a light catcher. What is that?
Ah, my light catcher. It is an instrument I found in this house. It makes objects that are far away seem close at hand. It makes the stars seem so close you could reach up and touch them. It makes the moon look as if it were right next door.
What a wonderful apparatus. May we see it?
I will show it to you, but I'm afraid the instrument itself is broken. About 8 moons ago, I had it on my desk. A strong wind blew through my window, blowing papers to the floor and taking my light catcher with it. Part of it shattered, and it has not worked since. It still pains me to think about it.
What part broke?
This small, round, clear part. It cracked in half.
And you've been unable to repair it?
I'm afraid so.
That is most unfortunate. Such an instrument would help us greatly on our quest. There are a few other things we'd like to discuss.
Go on.
You seem to have an excellent view up here. Have you had occasion to do much observation of the wildlands?
Indeed I have. In fact, I have made maps of part of them.
Indeed. Most interesting.
I am both an astronomer and cartologist.
Cartologist?
A map maker.
Our new friend is a map maker. Since we cannot see very far into the wildlands, perhaps you would lend us the use of your map.
I'm afraid that is impossible. It is the only map I have of the wildlands. And and with my light catcher now broken, I would never be able to make another one. It must not leave these walls.
But without it, we will lose much time trying to find our way into the wildlands.
I sympathize with you, but there is nothing that would persuade me to give up my possession of the map.
Would you trade the map for a repaired light catcher?
What are you saying?
I'm saying that I know who can repair the piece from your light catcher. If you allow us to use your map to go into the wildlands, I will see to it that your light catcher is repaired. Do we have a bargain?
I will make you a counter-proposal. While you are getting the piece from my light catcher repaired, I will make you a duplicate of my map. It will be ready by the time you return. Fair enough?
Fair enough. If you wrap the piece of the light catcher so it may be transported safely, we shall be on our way.
My friends, the broken piece is now in your care.
We'll be on our way.
Good luck to you.
Nothing special.
Good day. May I show you some of my glass items?
No, thank you. Actually, I have a glass item to show you. We need to have this repaired or have a duplicate made. Can you do it?
These are most unusual. From whence did these pieces come?
An instrument called a light catcher.
This is new to me. To construct a piece to these exact specifications is beyond my skill.
Then we are doomed.
Not so fast. Let us go to the lodge. We can ask Sokka. If she cannot help us, perhaps she will consult the one who knows all.
Then we shall most gratefully meet with you and the others at the lodge.
And since there is a large head and a small head on the same hammer, you won't have to carry as many tools.
Friends, may I have your attention? These travelers have come to us with a most perplexing problem.
Indeed. How may we be of help?
I am in possession of a most unusual piece of glass. However, it is broken, and I must either get it repaired or have a new one made.
This piece of glass is warped. I cannot clearly see through it.
It is part of a wondrous apparatus called a light catcher. It makes objects that are far away look very near.
That is quite amazing.
Perhaps you could consult the one who knows all.
What do you know of the one who knows all?
Only that you turn to him when all else fails. Please, can you not consult him now? It is a matter of life and death.
Very well. We will show the glass to Unit and...
Wait! Only a member of our guild may speak with the one.
Then he shall be an honorary member.
The rest of us had to pass a test to prove our worthiness. Tradition must be upheld.
Yes, I say we give him our test.
That's right. Even a mere honorary member must pass our test. Test! Test! Test!
Then bring on your test.
Very well. Bring on the tanagram.
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint?
Hey, you're not supposed to help the applicants.
Would you like some help?
Guys, this is supposed to be a test. Come on, fellas. That's not in the rules.
Check which corner has the least number of pieces that can fit, and start from there.
Want a hint?
Hey, you're not supposed to help the applicants.
Check each new corner and any new side for pieces that fit.
I would have done this differently, you know.
Guys, this is supposed to be a test.
Oh, come on, Sokka. I think the wood plane is in the wrong place.
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint?
Hey, you're not supposed to help the applicant.
I think the wood plane is in the wrong place.
Would you like some help?
Guys!
I think the saw is in the wrong place.
Guys! This is...
I think the hatchet is in the wrong place.
Psst, want a hint?
Hey, you're not supposed to help the applicants.
I don't see anything out of place.
I would have done this differently, you know. I think the shears are in the wrong place.
Hey, Fox, would you like a hint? I don't see anything out of place.
Would you like some help?
Hey, you're not supposed...
I don't see anything out of place.
I don't see anything out of place.
Riff, I hereby grant you honorary membership in the Ancient and Honorable Order of Tinkerers, Fabricators, and...
All right, let's get on with it.
Here is Unit. Have you ever seen such a marvel?
I cannot be sure, but I believe that is an orb.
Could it be the Orb of Storms?
Not if they've had it as long as they say they have. It must be another orb.
We sometimes refer to it as the Orb of Hands. Oh, one who knows all, we need your help. These travelers have come many miles to ask you a question. Speak to them and give them the benefit of your vast knowledge.
Unit functioning. Input query.
What?
That means you may ask your question.
Oh, one who knows all, I bow to you.
Correct.
What?
Bending of torso at waist and lowering until perpendicular with standing surface, returning to original position, correctly identified as bow.
I told you we don't always understand him.
We were wondering if you could identify these.
Composition of object. Amorphous inorganic mixture of silicates formed by a fusion of silica and oxides of boron, with potassium as a flux and lime as a stabilizer.
But what does it do?
Objects do nothing. They are inanimate.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
It is part of an instrument called a light catcher.
Term light catcher unknown. Further information required.
It brings things far away near.
Insufficient information.
It goes inside of a tube.
Insufficient information.
What more information does Little Ball need?
Unit requires proper identification of glass apparatus, or alternate name for instrument of origin.
All I know is it's from a light catcher.
There is no reference in memory files to the term light catcher.
So much for the one who knows all.
Perhaps light catcher is not the proper name.
You could be right. If the apparatus is as old as you say it is, the one may know it by a different name.
Then there must be a record of it.
Those records would be ancient. Where would they be?
If anyone has records going back that far, it would be the rats.
Wait! You're not allowed in there! Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you?
I may need a disguise.
Anything more I can do for you?
We must find out what this confounded thing is before we continue. It is like no glass I have ever seen, but the pieces fit together to form a circle.
So I see. I have seen something like this before, when I was young. I was sent to study ruins believed left by the humans. Where is that book? The sign out front read Observatory and contained the most wondrous things. One of them was a huge round tube with glass of differing thickness throughout it.
Was it a light catcher?
Not exactly. From what I understood, it was more of a light bender. But it made the stars seem close enough to touch. Ah, I remember. It was called a telescope, and the piece of glass called a lens.
I will return to the orb and see if it recognizes
Scope, telescope, and lens.
I am in your debt, Francisc.
Who are you? Who are you? I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? I said I'm the doorkeeper. Who are you? Who are you?
Tell us about the lens.
Accessing. Correct. Item is a lens with a refractive index of 1.52. Lens conforms to formula 1 over f times quantity n minus 1 times quantity 1 over r1 minus 1 over r2, where n is the refractive index of the glass, r1 the radius, f is focal point, and r2 the radius of the second surface.
Can you tell us how to make another?
State origin of glass.
Telescope. It's a lens from a telescope.
Theoretically possible to make if specifications followed exactly.
Glassmaster, can you do it?
I'll do what I can. Very well, Unit. Suppose you and I get to work.
Glassmaster, what news have you? Have you been successful?
Well, yes and no.
I like the first part best.
I was able to construct the lens from the instructions given by Unit. However, it is still too rough. Unit says I need polishing rouge to polish the lens to its proper smoothness. but I have none.
Is there anything we can use as a substitute?
Not to my knowledge. I am unfamiliar with the use of rouge.
Friend Sokka, what is your opinion?
Perhaps there is a substitute we can use for polishing rouge.
But we're not even sure what polishing rouge is. We certainly don't know what to substitute for it.
Perhaps the one who knows all can tell us.
Yeah, excuse me, Orb.
Unit functioning.
Unit, we have no polishing rouge. Is there anything we can substitute for it?
Qualities and properties of rouge can only be duplicated by soil composed solely of red clay, which is ground into the finest powder. Clay must be pure and free of any chunks. Any imperfection in the substance will result in damage to glass.
Then we may be doomed. I know of no clay. Ia, can you think of any place for red clay?
No, I can't.
And where can we find this pure red clay?
Location unknown.
Unknown?
Pockets are known to exist in this area, but exact locations are unknown.
Glassmaster, any ideas?
Fine red clay. I wouldn't know where to find it.
Sokka, do you know where the clay might be?
I have no idea.
I can't remember red clay anywhere we've been.
Neither can I, except in the Boar King's mud bath.
What?
Yes, that's what the Boar King... finely ground red clay.
Do you mean that I was up to my waist in red clay and didn't even know it? No. No!
What will you do now? The last time we saw the Boar King, we barely escaped with our lives. We dare not try it again.
What will you do?
The only thing we can do.
Hey! Well, if it isn't the little thief again. I wonder what he wants this time. Ha 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 ha!
Come on, Ock. We've got better things to do.
Hey! Well, if it isn't... I wonder what he wants this time. Ha 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 ha!
Well, I see our presence here is not appreciated. We shall have to take our truffle news elsewhere.
Wait! Truffle news?
That's right. In our journey, a field rich with truffles was found by the eagle nose of our friend Ock.
Eagle nose?
Whatever. We thought that we would share this news with the Boar King. After all, there are more than enough truffles in this field to provide everyone in the castle with a sumptuous repast.
A lot of truffles?
Oh yes, a whole field full of them. But with the reception we've received, I don't think I care to share that information.
Oh, you must forgive me. I've had a very bad day. I'm sure the king will want to hear of this immediately.
Very well. Open the gate.
Go ahead, Riff. Your Majesty, it is the fox, Riff. He requests an audience with you.
A fox? He just doesn't learn, does he? Very well. Send him in. It will amuse me.
Your Majesty.
Tempting fate, my young foolish friend. Why are you here?
I was going to come in here and beg for mercy. I was going to plead for clemency. I was going to grovel at your feet and appeal to you for the release of my friend. I was going to strip myself of every vestige of dignity I have left for your pleasure. But now, I don't think I'm going to.
Did I miss something?
No gift will be necessary.
This is excellent. Exactly what Unit requested.
So this is the lens. It's beautiful. What an odd design. How does it work? Hello, sir.
Ah, it's you. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
That thought crossed our minds several times as well.
Well, did you do it? Did you fix my light catcher?
That I did, sir.
Wonderful, wonderful. How I've longed to see my beloved horizon. The stars, the moon. Oh, how can I ever thank you?
By fulfilling your part of the bargain.
Yes, we want the map.
Of course, it's right here. In fact, I've only now finished it. A traveler was through a couple of days ago. He was from the north and was on his way back there. He gave me a great deal of information, which I've included on this map.
How fortunate.
Yes, in fact, he was quite forthcoming with his information. For a raccoon.
A raccoon?
That's right, a big fellow too. I told him about your quest, and he was quite interested in it. That's when he started giving me all the information.
Tycho, can you remember which additions you made from the raccoon's information?
Why, yes, I can.
Kindly remove them from the map. This information I do not trust. The trail is warmer than we thought.
It's ready.
We've not a moment to waste. Let us be off.
Very well, then. We have the map, fresh provisions, and a noble purpose. What more could we possibly ask for?
Mud!
I promise that upon the completion of our mission, You shall swim in the sod to your heart's content. Now then, let us be off.
Wait, you are Riff, are you not?
Of that I plead guilty. Who are you?
I am servant to Alara, High Priestess of the Orb of Storms. She has sent me here with a most solemn request.
If it is within my power to help Ilara, I shall gladly do so.
News has reached her that you are bound for the Wildlands. She asked that you deliver this letter to her sister Ilama.
Ilara has a sister in the Wildlands?
Yes, Ilama was always the adventurer of the two. Quite a loner. When she was quite young, she chose to live in seclusion in the Wildlands. They have not seen each other in many years.
But how shall I find her?
We do not know. Perhaps she will have to find you. At any rate, if you can find her, Alara would be most grateful.
I am happy to be of service. Tell Ilara I will try to make the delivery. Let us make haste, fellows. Our quarry beckons, and we must answer.